Hello and welcome to Khel Now TV. You are watching Inside Indian Football episode number 96. Four away from that glorious episode of 100. So अभी नर्वस 90 चल रहा है तो आउट तो नहीं होंगे नर्वस 90 पे इतना है धीरे धीरे अपनी कछुए चाल में 100 एपिसोड की तरफ हम बढ़ रहे हैं एंड कोशिश कर रहे हैं वी आई एम ऑल टीम तो नहीं मैं कोशिश कर रहा हूँ कि मैं रेगुलर रह सकूँ इस सीज़न especially inside Indian football में irrespective of the situation, irrespective of the events going on around us. And थोड़ा सा 10-minute delay हो गया because we have just announced our multi-year partnership with Subruto Cup, which is the I think India's biggest grassroots football tournament. And there is no announcement from the AFF side in the league. Of this season youth leagues, but I think one announcement which we can make is that Khel Now have signed 3 years MOU with the Subruto Cup, which is the premium youth football tournament of India, which is organized by Indian Air Force, and very proud moment for me as a as a part of this company to do this partnership. I've done various partnership in my life, which includes signing a partnership with Bundesliga. But I think doing a partnership with Indian Air Force is a different proud moment. It was the 14th of the August when we did this official signing, and having 3 senior Air Force Indian Air Force officers around you when you're signing the document. I think I've never felt so much secure in my life, than that particular moment, and it's a very proud moment for Khel Now as a community, Khel Now as a company, Khel Now as a platform to do this partnership. And I think that's the reason we are just 10 minutes delay. And I think if you guys have not seen it, there is a post everywhere on Khel Now social media account, Khel Now Football on Facebook, Khel Now Instagram, Khel Now on Twitter. Do definitely go and retweet, repost, whatever, however, to come and do like it and show your support. And I think, of course, it's there in the media also. And as Ashish Negi ka agent says, Ashish sir, congrats on the partnership. Kya must news hai? Yes, I think that's a great. And we have lots of things to talk about, including there is update on ISL slow new broadcast deal. Is that deal supposed to be get wrapped in the end of the July or first week of August? There is no sign till now of the deal getting wrapped. That's why the schedule is still delayed, because there is no clarity over the new broadcaster yet. And I will give you the details of that why such so, and who is the only broadcaster. I checked a couple of days back, have picked up the bidding document, and looks like they might need to extend the deadline for the bidding document. So we are checking on that, and we'll let you know the broadcaster name, how much they are going to bid for. This is a 2-year bid. How much they're going to bid for it. That's the detail already there in the title of this video. And we'll talk about the name of the broadcaster a bit later. Along that side, Durand Cup going on. And as East Bengal fans can see in the chat, they have finally got their Kolkata derby victory. And I think it's been very decent Mohun Bagan side. You can't say there was a reserve of Mohun Bagan. They played their nearly a best 11 irrespective of the AFC Cup game. And I think Carlos Kodart showing that he can get results in situation like these. It's not about, as I always said on this episode regularly, it's not about on paper what you have. It's all about what you do on the grass on that particular day. So that East Bengal fans are very happy, and there should be no doubt that they should not be happy. But I think I will say again, keep your hope again realistic, keep your feet on the ground. It's a long journey. It's a Durand Cup, it's a prestige tournament, it's a pre-season tournament. East Bengal have to do this on regular basis in ISL and in also upcoming Federation Cup if it's take place. So we'll talk about Durand Cup, FC Goa's and other performance, how we're looking for, how the teams are looking till now. Because I think it's important critical criteria regarding what's going on. We'll talk about the teams who have not sent their first team in the Durand Cup, about the pre-season update and everything, which include Bengaluru FC. And we'll also talk about there is still no update from AFF on the Egos team match new contract. There's still no update on the youth leagues this season yet from AFF, and I'm going to raise this question every week on this episode until unless we hear from AFF that what they are planning for the youth leagues this season, when we can see the resumption of the youth leagues under 13, under 17, under 15, under 19, under 18, however they called it, whatever age group they called it, but that these leagues should restart as soon as possible. Even the Pro Kabaddi League have gone back to pre-COVID days now. The new season of the Pro Kabaddi League, which starting in the month of December, is going to have matches in all the 12 cities of the Pro-Kabaddi League franchises, just like the pre-COVID days. So everything has gone back to normal. So there should be no doubt over the youth leagues that that's not taking place. Youth league was taking place before the COVID, and of course due to COVID it was stopped. If everything is back to normal, the youth league should be back to normal and should be back to in a bigger way. Because if they're increasing budget for everything, I think youth league is the important thing. I can wait for keeping budget aside for that stuff, but youth league should see the increment of the budget, should see the longer duration of a youth league, not just 1 month or 2 month tournament. It should be 6 months at least. There should be a regional qualifiers, then can be a state level, then can be a national level, but I think it should be back as soon as possible. So that's I'm going to raise again and again. Also, AFF has they have make a committee of collecting data on AFF on the PIOS footballers. So I think that topic is back again, and I think this is very similar. They have done this in past also, and I'm very honest. They have these data and everything. AFF, I'm sure, will find these kind of data on the archive of the person of Indian origin, the footballers like Yan Dhandas and Harmeet Singh and the Sakarias and whoever playing. I'm sure there is enough data for these footballers. So I think the whole point is at least there is some kind of official communication have started. And I will be very honest, the official communication unofficially was there for last 10 years. It's just that Indian government, will they get convinced by AFF to change something which is part of our constitution, जो संविधान का part है, क्या वो change करेंगे just for football? That's a major question. If they do, how AFF can convince Indian government to do so? So I think that's the thing. And Federation Cup schedule, there is very unlikely that anybody at AFF thinking about Federation Cup right now, because the way the calendar is made right now, it's very tight and looks unlikely that till December or January Federation Cup will start. So even if it might start in the month of Feb. Can you explain the PIO? I will come on the PIO saga and everything, and they are not going to play for us next 2 years, so don't worry about it. It's just that a process have been start to collect the data only. So I think they might do call players, reach out to them and everything. Talking about the Indian players, Som Kumar, whose podcast is there on this channel, we have put it as fantastic penalty save which is made for the under 19 team, in which he kept the clean sheet by saving that penalty. And I'm a bit disappointed on that part. The Som was not called for the AFC Under 23 Championship qualifiers. He was the best goalkeeper at the SAF Under 20 Championship. So, and gradually the next step for Som Kumar is to play Under 23 team for India, and he is not called up. So I think that's where AFF might have missed a trick, because they should check him that how much improvement he has done by staying in Europe. And that's where the youngsters sometimes are afraid to go outside. They feel that they might not get chances at the Indian team level unless they break out to the senior teams. So I think, but Som is back. He's playing regularly for his under 19 team, training with the senior team. As I explained past, that batch of players who are part of the senior first team, playing for the 19 youth team in matches, so that they keep on getting the match experience, keep on playing with the senior team. So wherever opportunity come, injuries and everything, he can just join the first team, set up for the matches also. So we'll talk about that. There is some updates on signing of couple of players. The Asian player signing update on Kerala Blaster. I think there's also update on another Asian player signing at Jamshedpur FC, and also not Jamshedpur FC, the Northeast United Asian player signing, what kind of profile they're looking for, and also the update on pre-season of some like Bangalore FC. So let's start with, I think, broadcasting deal, where we are right now, and what we know everything about broadcasting deal till now. So thank you for joining in. Just hit that like button. So we did a small intro, and I think we'll come, Sanjit, East Bengal and everything transfer will come part by part. Let's start with the broadcasting deal, what happened till now, what we know. So of course, Star deal of 9 years ended with the FSDR and ISL. Star is still 33% owner of the the FSDL or the league, you can call the ISL basically, alongside FSDL. Remaining 67 is with FSDL. So I think if Stars leave Indian football or ISL altogether, the 33% of Star will be bought by FSDL, and they will become a sole entity to own the ISL. They will have everything with them, just like they bought IMG stakes when IMG took exit from Indian football. So that's the thing on that. So then the FSDL floated a tenders to attract the bids for Indian football ISL rights, national team rights, and sadly which did not included I League, just national teams, home matches and everything, and the ISL, which was with the Star before. So what I'm told till now that there is no confirmation from my sources that other than Sports 18, and which is JioCinema alongside, nobody has picked up the bidding document yet, and that's why the delay is in the process. And what Viacom 18 is valuing ISL at is 450 crores for 2 years, with not just ISL, it includes the national team games also. And so I think that's the reason maybe they are looking for another party to make a bid right now. I checked this couple of days back. This was the updated information I have. So I have to check, but that moment I was told 450 crores looks like a bidding amount from Viacom, and still I need a more confirmation on that. And till that moment, only one party, which was Viacom 18, has picked up the bidding document. So no sign from Star, and no sign from G and Sony. Sony and G are merged together in India. So I think they might be looking to get that, Sony, they consider the kind of success they might have got Durand Cup. I don't know how much TV ratings they have got. So Sony will be lucrative enough to go and try to get ISL rights? That's interesting to see. And I think I will say again, I've said in this platform that best way is get Sony or Star on a TV deal, JioCinema on the digital deal, will serve Indian football and ISL a lot. So I think that's the latest on that broadcasting, and of course that's delaying the schedule and everything, because they have to get their broadcaster on a confidence on the schedule and everything, that because it's lots of stuff for them also to manage the TV and everything. Now PKL is starting from December. I think it's on the accurate date of PKL is, let's just check me, today only they announce. I think it's starting from 22 of December. Yes, I think it's starting from 22nd or 2nd of December. So it's likely to be collide with the to the Indian Super League, unlike now. So I think that might mean that one thing is going to happen is, if Star shows PKL at time, the similar audience will go head to head with the ISL also. So I think that's the thing. And I think this, which was a major issue for Star when they had both the tournament together, they always want to show a premium tournament once at a time, but eventually there's a time when PKL and the ISL of course clashed together, and that's how they manage, but because there are lots of bouquet of channels to show these games. Now with ISL schedule and everything, the way it's going on, the how cramp is the schedule this season, I think it's looked like Thursday to Sunday again. Might be Monday, Tuesday some game, depending on how many games are there from Asia, which is Champions League, AFC Cup. And we'll come to the Champions League, the AFC Cup also, because which have been restructured by confused AFC again. So I think that's the thing. I think looks like at this stage Viacom is the party. 450 crores is looks like a bidding amount, but I think that might change as we speak, because there is a reason why this announcement have not come yet, because they might be waiting for Sony and G merger to get complete, maybe to get more clarity on that. But once G and Sony get merged in India, they might become the biggest entertainment channels, the party in India, because G and Sony are independently very big, and they're getting together in India might means that it's basically three-party business in everything in India, and entertainment, sports industry. Star versus Viacom or Reliance, for example. They have their own bouquet of channels like Colors and everything, and Sony and G. So 3 players, and then of course you can see Eurosports and these kind of Discovery and everything there, but they are not as big as these. So I think maybe that's the reason, that's the reason why this thing is delayed, and till now they just received only one bid. So and then Z and Sony, I'm talking about Satvik Sujit. So that's the reason there is no update on Youth League, and I'm going to talk it every week. Mr. Dev, that's I'm going to talk, and why keep on getting information if I get anything. Now coming to the next topic of next topic. Where is my document? Sorry. Yeah, ISL schedule that I've touched upon. There's a gap of November. That's fine, no problem there. Kerala Blaster is going UAE for pre-season tour. Talking about pre-season, Bengaluru FC have started their pre-season, first team pre-season in Vijayanagar. The coach and the players who have signed till now have already started their preparation for the upcoming season. The reserve team is playing in the Durand Cup. So Kerala Blaster have made a good 10-day period where they're playing 3 friendlies against UAE Pro Division, top division club teams, which is very good preparation for it. And I think the owner Nikhil also clarified some fans' doubt and the questions over club ambitions and the plan on Twitter, which is great. I think I really want owners to come up front and talk to their fans, which Nikhil is doing, and I think you have to give credit to Nikhil, because he is doing, not many owners in Indian football in ISL does so. So I think that's a great symbol. Durand Cup, very quickly, East Bengal have reached quarterfinal, FC Goa have reached quarterfinal, Chennai FC have reached quarterfinal, and of course East Bengal have won the Kolkata Derby. Coming to the AFC Cup very quickly, Mohun Bagan won 3-1 against Nepali club. I think a bit disappointed with the performance, could have been better. They created lots of chances but couldn't convert it. I can say that only thing which is I am positive about is it's still a very early in the pre-season. By the time if they reach the knockout round of the AFC Cup, if they beat Odisha FC, of course, in the group stage, I think hopefully they will be on top of the game, and looks like what kind of formation or a playing style Juan will play with this team. Hugo still has an important role in this team, so looks like he have to balance out the playing along accordingly. Sahel look good in some period of the game alongside Thapa. So I think those 2 players will provide lots of quality in between in midfield for Mohun Bagan Super Giant in AFC Cup. So I think that's the thing, and I think they have built this team to win the AFC Cup if they can. India have lost both the 2 friendlies in the futsal against Bahrain 3-0, 4-0, but it's not about result here. It's all about starting our legacy, writing a history of playing first ever futsal international game. Edubidia signed for Gokulam Kerala, great signing for Gokulam Kerala. A dip from Edubidia, could he have gone to an ISL club? Of course, we reported his round glass move, but that didn't take place. But I think, but great signing for Gokulam Kerala on that. India to play Malaysian Metrica Cup, India to play Iraq in the Kings Cup. So 2 great games at least confirmed we are getting, and then of course there will be 3rd place in the final game, which will be there. And other than that, let's quickly come over the signing. I will come on the questions also. So I just want to take out everything I want. Northeast United looking for Asian centre back, I am told, and they're looking not in the Australia. I am told they're looking in the Middle East to get their Asian player in. Kerala Blasters with Ishan Pandita signing, with the way they're playing in the Durand Cup. What I'm told, the Asian player, the replacement for the injured Asian player they already had, what the profile they're looking for is a left winger or the secondary striker. A player like Ortiz, who used to play in the similar kind of a role for FC Goa, left wing or the secondary striker, because they don't have a first left winger. So I think that's where they're looking this Asian player to come in, who will play on the left wing and the secondary striker. Northeast is looking for an Asian centre back, not from Australia, not from the Eastern Asia. They're looking for Middle East or West Asia to do that signing. I think that's it. Hyderabad, the struggle continues. Still no idea about when this struggle will get over till now, and there are various reports of every day coming. I'm hearing daily that this player have not turned out for training today. There are lots of negatives coming from the camp, and I think hopefully they come out of these things before ISL start. If they don't, it's going to impact them in an ISL a lot. So that's it. I think that's the wrap up what I have. Hopefully the mods have taken notice of the timestamp. They will put it on a comment section. Now we'll do the Q&A very quickly. Dada, Kings Cup TV में telecast, VR light update. Kings Cup will be telecasted in India. Don't worry about that. Whoever wins the ISL broadcasting rights will show the Kings Cup in India. Also, आशीष भाई लाइफ में बहुत सारे फुटबॉल मैचेस देखे हैं, लेकिन कभी कभी 5-5, 6-6 लिंक डुंकन देखा. ये एक मैं पॉइंट बोलना चाहूँगा मोहन बगान का. What they did with that AFC Cup game was a horrible decision. So, see, if XYZ person is not a Mohan Bagan fan and they want to see Mohan Bagan playing in Asia as representing India, how much they will make it from this 170 rupees monthly pass? It's not on monthly pass, it's people not able to buy that monthly pass. The UPI was not supported, UPI based card are not supported, so they needed a credit card with MasterCard or Visa, and some of them I am not able to go through and get the payments done, by the for one of my cards. So I've tried third card, then I got the payment, and what they will get by putting everything behind paywall, when their already interest for Indian football is so low. Of course, more Magan fans can take that membership for a longer term, because if they bring training content, the CFL games, the youth games, that's a great way to do it for your clubs. In Europe, clubs does it for their mobile apps and bring the premium plan their MUTV used to have. Now they have put everything back for free on their website. But I think I don't understand of Mohan Bagan sales strategy here. Did they wanted to recover Anirudh Thapa's transfer fee by selling 170 rupees pass for the AFC Cup game? And I was seeing only 700 people are watching it. What they got it from it, I don't know. So just give me 1 second. भैया reception पे रखवा दो. Reception पे रखवा दो. Reception पे रखवा दो, please. So what they will get it from that 170 rupees, I don't get it, because the reason is if it is on a YouTube, if it is through a payment gateway which is accepted widely in India, if a payment, in India right now, if you're making a payment, it is not supported by UPI, I think that majority Indians can't do the payment. Not every Indian have access to credit card, it's a luxurious thing. I understand what they want to do, but I don't know this. If they do it for youth games, if you do it for CFL games, that's fine. We as a fan of Indian football are interested in this game. But there are many non-Mohan Bagan fans who are interested in the game, and I don't know what they wanted to do with that, and I generally didn't understand, and as Vander Dosen says, if they telecast in YouTube, that revenue will be higher than subscribed pass in Facebook. That's the whole idea. If it is a revenue scheme to recover the transfer fee they paid for Anirudh Thapas or Sahels and everything, I think that's a horrible idea. Whoever suggested Mohan Bagan, because Mohan Bagan, it's not the Mohan Bagan desperate need of money. If Hyderabad does it, maybe it sound why they've done it. Why Mohan Bagan did it, I don't understand. And there's just 700 people watching it. You're crushing your own club rating and everything, and it's just for one game or two game you're selling that pass. But maybe put it on a YouTube, maybe as somebody said, maybe put a payment gateway where UPIs are available. I think one of the horrible decisions I have seen in Indian football. That's the whole idea. Odisha FC, they are also working the Asian players. The issue is the quality of the Asian players. Not high quality is available. In the commoner, if don't do proper scouting, you will get the same name again and again. So if you have to do proper scouting for good Asian player right now. Now normal UPI allow, I don't know, because at that day the normal UPI was not allowed. That's what I know. Maybe for the next game it will be, but I think the decision to do it is very bad from Mohan Bagan management side. You can't recover you can't talk about sustainability. If you launch a mobile app and then do it proper Mohan Bagan TV Pass, where you show archive of Mohan Bagan, historical videos, this season video, like the other European clubs does it, and fans do buy it to regularly press conference to watch and everything. So I think it's one of the decisions which I am not very keen on, and I am not I am here to support every decision taken by Indian clubs. Where I feel it is wrong, I think it's still felt wrong. Does Kerala Blasters sort this left winger, sort second striker, Australia or outside the Australia? Gurudev, I can't right now give you the reasons for it, but today only I got this information on the what the profile they're looking for. I don't think they are very advanced in shortlisting these profile. They have received lots of profiles, so I think they are on the process of shortlisting the profiles and finalizing that signing. I think once Kerala Blaster is in the UAE, I think around that time this deal might take place, because considering how many days it take place from shortlisting for agreeing terms and getting the signature. So I think the profile is what they're looking, left winger, secondary striker, but I don't know the reason they have shortlisted or not. Why East Bengal is looking to sign any more players? Sanit Sail, yes, they're still looking. There's some domestic signing that they want to do it, but issue is under contracted. That's the problem. And as Ashish Negi agent says, please like the stream. Please do like it. More than 173 people are watching, just 86 likes. यार ऐसा गुनाह मत करो, है ना? Is there any update of Northeast Cup? There is no update on Northeast Cup. This is a Northeast Champions League idea was floated couple of year back. Nothing happened on that. There's a transfer saga happening around Keylor Lastra about Argentine striker who plays in Spain. Marcus saying he will not join, but Spain report Keylor Lastra pursuing for him and hard irrespective of Marcus say. See, I will trust Marcus over the Spain report if that's the thing. And I will very honest, the Keylor Lastra name have been used by agents to get better deals again and again. I am not doubting the fact this might be a similar case. So, Indian football, we have to trust our own sources, and Marcus is, the source in Indian football. If I say something, I am sure I will double confirm and then give it to guys, If I'm saying Keylor Lastra is looking for this kind of profile of left winger, secondary striker, I have double confirmed. I am sure I will know better than what Spain or UK media will say about Keylor Lastra. So that's the whole thing. Yes, Saudi club, that's a good question, and I think it was asked on Instagram also of Khel Now. So I think I was talking to lots of people, and I have kept on telling that, ultimately I think the way Saudi is attracting these foreigners, UEFA will get worried, that the Champions League will lose its glory. For example, Spain is losing its glory as a league. So I think ultimately UEFA will approach Saudi to get these clubs, Saudi League in the Champions League. It's not that simple, by the way, as the people saying they will join just like that, because it's not about Saudi also, it's about Saudi League, it's also about Saudi national team. They can't have Saudi national team in AFC and the clubs in the UEFA. So if it happened, they will have to completely change their confederation, continental confederation to UEFA. Two things. Saudi is a regular from World Cup from Asia from 4.5 slots. They will be regular from the 8.5 slots once 2026 World Cup come. Will they able to do it if they reach Europe? Doubtful right now. They not focusing on domestic players yet. But I think what Saudi is thinking also, the two things here. They are going to play next World Cup cycle from Asia, so they are going to qualify for 2026 World Cup from Asia for sure. There are high chances Saudi wants to host 2030 World Cup at their home soil. So they will have enough 8-year period, 10-year periods, not 10-year, but I think 8-year periods from here before the next World Cup actual cycle start, where they have to play qualifiers. So if they join UEFA in 2024-2025 season before of, they will be already playing a World Cup qualifiers in Asia. So that will next cycle will sorted out. Their clubs can go and play in Europa League, UEFA Champions League, Conference League, and and I think it will eventually happen. The way they're spending money, you can't have Neymar not playing in Champions League at his one of the peaks here, same with Ronaldo. And there's a reason Ronaldo have gone there, he will want to play in Champions League again. So I think what I was just speaking to my sources, of course there are lots of people I speak in Asian football, that eventually UEFA will I think already have made the contact with Saudi Arabian Federation, that are they interested to join Saudi? Are they interested to join UEFA? And I think the interest of joining will only happen not this season. I think it eventually can happen from next season onwards, which is 2024-2025 season. I think by the time World Cup qualifiers, Saudi will be already into it, so they will complete that cycle of World Cup qualifiers in Asia. They want to host 2030 World Cup, so that's why they have a 2 World Cup where they will be already playing the World Cup, and then they get enough time to build a domestic setup for the domestic players to compete in the UEFA World Cup qualifiers, which is going to be very competitive for the 8.5 slots. So I think it's high possible that they will do it. Another thing is, should AFC get Russia in the Russian clubs in the Champions League and the AFC Cup, and they have, again I will say AFC का full form पता नहीं क्या होना चाहिए, but Asian Confused Football Federation तो होना ही चाहिए, confederation होना चाहिए. They're damn confused. They keep on changing. They keep on making decisions which doesn't make sense. They have now wrapped off AFC Cup, made Champions League 2. I don't know, and there's an AFC Challenge Cup, which was there used to be another cup competition, which was AFC President Cup in past. So I don't know what they keep on doing. Instead of simplifying it, they just have called Champions League, call AFC Cup, it's a historical tournament, and then make a third tier of a tournament. You could call it, AFC Conference League, AFC Challenge Cup, AFC President Cup. So AFC is confused what they want to do. What is AFC Champions League 1 or 2? I don't know. Is it a league? It's a cup competition. It's a continental cup competition. It's like calling Champions League 1 and Champions League 2 in Europe. That doesn't make sense. It's like FIFA tomorrow, making it, I don't know. They always look confused, and India is set to lose their slot in the Champions League. And then now, instead of expanding the Champions League, making more countries to play into it, they again shrink the Champions League. Only 24 countries are going to play it, and I think it's going to 2 zone again, West and East zone, 12 teams. I think 12 teams, not 24 countries. Sorry, 24 clubs only. And then there is J League, there is a Saudi League, there is a K League, where they will have at least three participants from each country. So instead of expanding Champions League like UEFA is doing, they are shrinking it. So I don't know who are the advisor for AFC in footballing terms. They take one of the worst decisions I have seen as a confederation, as a federation of football in the world. I think one of the worst. Even they one of the worst than AFF in some time. This decision to the Champions League was growing. Right now was a chance for AFC to send Ronaldo to India, to Australia, to Japan, to Korea, to Thailand to play Champions League games. Send Neymar to these places. That's how Asian football will grow. Instead of that, they are closing down this tournament to just 24 clubs. Those 24 clubs, if you see, will be 3 from K League, 3 from J League. There will be UAE Pro League clubs. There will be Australian clubs, 2 clubs. There will be Thai League clubs. So it's just limited to the top countries in Asia. I think AFC is the one of the worst in terms of decision making and the plans, and I don't know what they do it. What are your thoughts on the lethargic gameplay by Mohun Bagan AFC Cup? I think only thing, Parveen, I can say maybe it's still a pre-season for them. Let's come on the OSI and the PIO updates. Arjun Prabhu. AFF has announced that they're making a committee to make a data and database and list of PIOs and OCI players of Indian origin. Of course, PIO is a person of Indian origin. OSI is overseas citizen of India. Who are they players? Why we need a committee for it? Fans can give you more than 20 names. I can give you more than 20 names right now who playing in the world football right now. Who I'm not saying good enough to play for India, but if you need data, so instead of that, they should have. Of course, this is the first step. Maybe they will make a committee, but don't make 6 months just to make a data. There should be deadline, 2 weeks deadline, 3 week deadlines, 4 week deadline, just to get a data collect and take the next steps. What are the next steps? They have not told till now. Will they speak to government on it? They have not told it now. So I don't want this to be just another announcement like Gold Cup. They just announced a Gold Cup. Gold Cup never took place for women's. So hopefully this is not just an announcement, and they will eventually make some decision, get back to government on this. Yan Dhanda told Khela on a podcast, if you guys, this is on this channel, you can watch and see, that Saji Prabhakaran he had a call with Yan Dhanda about it. And Yan Dhanda told, Saji looked supportive of the idea that, and this is after he became a general secretary, of course, idea of playing for India. So I think, they need to do this, but they need to do it very quickly. That's what I want to say. If Saudi club playing against Mumbai City FC in Champions League group stage, which stadium they will play? Mumbai Football Arena, D.Y. Patil Stadium. They can't change stadium based on what team they get or what team, one match, one stadium. I think if Champions League game, only thing should not happen. They're not aware that they will play Saudi club or not. That they select D.Y. Patil Stadium and 60% of it is empty. It's better to play in a compact Mumbai Football Arena, which is filled with hardcore fans who will make it difficult for these Asian clubs. And that's the decision the club have to take. And I think if they feel they have enough interest, irrespective of Saudi clubs comes or not, to fill the stadium in D.Y. Patil, they should play in D.Y. Patil. So that's based on club right now. Nothing on that. That's I have taken. Your opinion on Blaster, new foreign centre back, Troll Master. I think it's a decent signing on paper again. But again, as I said, again and again, we have to wait how they click on ground. We have seen Mohun Bagan made the best signing on the papers. They lost against East Bengal in a Kolkata derby, who didn't make those best signing on paper. So again, how this signing clicked on ground, it's to be seen. Alvaro Vasquez played very well for Kerala Blasters. Same player, after having a season in India, went to FC Goa, didn't played much, and didn't do well for FC Goa. And as we on Alvaro Vasquez topic, FC Goa and Alvaro Vasquez very close to find a solution for his existing contract with FC Goa on that regard. Thoughts on, don't you think signing younger foreigners is a kind of a risk Kerala was taking, irrespective of going for experience quality player like other ISL clubs? I don't agree, Gurudev. I have seen experienced players comes in ISL and get injured. I think, if club feel they can grow and build these young foreigners, add some value to these foreigners and sell these foreigners, it's a revenue stream for them. Mendoza is a great example of what Chennai FC did with Mendoza and how that helped the ISL profile as a league also. So I think it's not a bad strategy. It's just your scouting, and you should trust your scouts if they have any to make a good decision. Coaching staff to improve these foreigners, give them best facilities, and then sold these foreigners, sign the multi-year deals, and sold these foreigners if they can attract interest back their home. Something which, and I think it's not a bad way to do it. I think see what I feel, foreigners. Centre back is a department you will want somebody who's a mid experience, not very experienced, not very young, who's a mid experience. So that's how he has experience to play top level, and he's not an injury prone. Wingers, you can sign young wingers, foreigners also. Strikers, I think mid experience I will take. I think defensive midfielder is a position you can give experienced player because he can play with his mind instead of his body sometimes. So I think that's my idea, and I think it's not a bad signing from Kerala Blasters. Alvaro is a far better than Carlos Martinez, says Football Odisha. I think again it's choice. Durand Cup very boring. Nobody wants to watch Army versus Jamshedpur Reserve here in the Digasere. I think that's one thing, and I think what I recommend, maybe services team, Army, Air Force, Navy, they should make a combined team, and I think they played as a combined team in Durand Cup because it's becoming very competitive. And I think reserve team, if clubs are sending reserve team maybe from next season, Durand Cup should be selective. They should take only teams who are going to say first team. If they want to maintain the profile of the tournament, they should not allow reserve team. If club is not want to take it serious, don't allow the reserve team. Just respect the clubs who are sending their first teams in the tournament. Let them make a smaller tournament. Doesn't make any sense. And I think that's way you can do it. Maintain a quality, have a lesser games. Have a high intensity game when you play first reserve instead of reserve team. Any women's player going abroad other than Jyoti? Yes, at least 2 more. I am told. If Indian club does well in the ongoing AFC competition, will regain the ASL support in upcoming years? Upcoming years, yes, not next year. Is Jordan Gill to Punjab confirm? Have to wait. Akshat have not checked that. What happened to Chennai City FC transfer of a sporting license? I think it's already done. They have transferred it, but no progress since then. Igos team match and ISL clubs meeting, heard nothing on that also till now. If that's I've taken. Hector Yusta arrival date, I have to check Arjit on that also, sorry. How come Thailand got a slot in Champions League Elite? They are nowhere near India, bhai. The club does well in the Champions League, bhai. Isliye they already have multiple clubs in the Champions League. Instead, India just have one slot. They have multiple slots in the Champions League and the playoff slot also in the Champions League. India just have one slot. ब्रॉडकास्टिंग डील का मैंने बता दिया, सुमन मलिक आप पीछे जाके देख सकते हैं, आपको टाइम स्टैम्प मिल जाएगा. In a nutshell, only one party have picked the bidding document till now. Couple of days back I checked. 450 crores looks like a bidding value they're going to do for 2 seasons. That's the in nutshell summary, but you can go and watch in detail. Any incoming for East Bengal, especially in defensive midfield? There will be some incoming for East Bengal. Which position we have to wait? Does Chennai FC lending on their top targets? Yes, they are lending their top targets. They do because they are in East Zone. Yeah, and they can say that zone wise also, but of course they have more slots also, not only one slots. That's why they have not lost their one slot at least. I'm not how many slots they got, but they have not lost. They have at least one slot. Any domestic signing possibility for Kerala Blaster defensive midfielder? Domestic defensive midfielder look unlikely. I think defender is the one they're looking for. Kerala Blaster. Arvind, I have given Kerala Blaster update. Left winger, secondary striker, Asian player Kerala Blaster is looking for. I am told. दिल्ली में ISL इस बार पक्का देख सकते हैं. अकुल जी, मैं भी तो उम्मीद कर रहा हूँ देख सकते हैं. पंजाब is going to play from Delhi. Bangalore signing any Indian centre back? They have planned for, but not made any progress. Where will Inter Kashi play this season in I-League? They want to play from UP, Varanasi unlikely. Lucknow will look like the destination they might play, but we have to wait for the confirmation on that regard. AFC Cup में next year से Saudi, Japan, Korea जैसी team खेलेंगे, so not a lose to play at Champions League, but not the top clubs. That's the thing. But I think India deserve to have at least one slot in the Champions League 1. At least 2 slots, 1 playoff and 1 group stage slot in Champions League 2, and then you can give 1 more slot in the Champions League, whatever the AFC Challenge Cup, whatever they're calling it. I think it's the naming and the branding. This is typical AFC. They does it on regular basis. Do you think Kings Cup will be telecasted in India? Akshat, Chavan, don't worry. Metrica Cup will be also telecast in India. That confirmation I can give to you. Telecast stream, there will be some kind of thing happening in India from AFF side, not from the organizer side. BFC going abroad for preseason, heard nothing till now on that regard. Satvik, unlikely अभी तक देखें तो AFC का नेक्स्ट ईयर वो देख लिया है. उड़ीसा एफसी की डोमेस्टिक साइनिंग अपडेट अभी तक तो अकुल भाई कुछ अपडेट नहीं है. फेडरेशन का फर्स्ट एंड सेकंड राउंड कैन बी प्लेड व्हेन इंडिया सेट्स अप कैंप फॉर एशियन कप इन डिसंबर. आई थिंक यू कैन स्टार्ट विद सेकंड डिवीजन टीम्स एज अ फर्स्ट राउंड, then second round introduce I-League team, third round introduce ISL team, and do that round, third round in the month of Feb. My opinion. Why are the Indian tournament organizers are not allowing to smoke flares and other fancy item like other countries does? It's not tournament organizer, it's more of a security. Police does not want to allow it. Tournament organizer तो उनको issue होना नहीं चाहिए, but I think clubs need to work with the security forces, the police accordingly to make sure this fan engagement process does not get hampered. Thoughts on ISL players like Idu, Vidia, El Sabia, Peter Hartley moving to I-League? I think not bad considering they are the twilight of their career right now. So they're getting offer in India. That's great. I'm not sure they're going to get offer outside India. I think good for I-League to get these foreigners. Youngsters will learn a lot from foreigners like Idu, El Sabia in I-League. Are you sure that Killer Ashraf will go for two attackers for remaining foreign spot? Can there be a change of plan? Not two attacker. I said they will Asian player. I told you. There will be secondary striker and the left winger. I didn't told you about second remaining foreigner. I think that will be defensive midfield or centre back, but not confirmed. But that's my personal opinion. Asian player I know they're looking for left winger or the secondary striker, not this second foreigner or anything. I-League 3 की news. I-League 2 की तो मिले भाई पहले 3 तो दूर है. I-League 3 is a state league basically. It's like a qualifier to I-League. I-League 2 basically, which will take place. भाई कल तो ATK के एडमिन पता नहीं किधर से आ गए और सबके स्ट्रीम को स्ट्राइक देने लगे. ATK डू एग्जिस्ट. यूट्यूब पे जो प्रॉपर्टी है वो भी स्टिल ATK मोहन बगान के नाम से रजिस्टर्ड है. और जो भी स्ट्राइक आ रही थी वो ATK मोहन बगान के नाम से आ रही थी, नॉट जस्ट ATK. So I think they still need to rename the property in YouTube maybe, the legal property in the YouTube. Will India under 23 play any friendlies before AFC qualifiers? Abhi to looks very tight. Will they get how long camp they get for the AFC 23 qualifiers is still very doubtful. Akshat bhai, friendlies to दूसरी चीज है. Was rumor about Sana to Kerala Blaster true? It's not rumor, I will say, but I don't know how advanced is that as yet. So we have to wait on that. कैसे हो आशीष डबली? भाई आशीष डबली कौन है? भाई ठीक हूँ, मैं अगर मेरे से पूछ रहे तो. Thoughts on who will I-League? I think Gokulam should nail on for promotion with how they played in Durand Cup. They were one of the favorite last season also. So I think it was between Gokulam, Srinidhi Deccan, until unless Interkashis and Namdaris surprise from Punjab. So that's the thing. हिंदी में बोलो भाई मजा आएगा. राजू भाई हिंदी में पूछो, हिंदी में बोलेंगे. कुछ लोग अंग्रेजी में पूछते हैं, अंग्रेजी में बताना पड़ता है. आप हिंदी में बात करो. अंडर 25 तो क्वालिफाई उम्मीद ही छोड़ दिया. हाँ, इंडिया अपनी बेस्ट टीम तो नहीं भेज रहा, तो उम्मीद छोड़ देनी चाहिए, सही बात है. बट होपफुली क्लिफर्ड अपना थोड़ा मैजिक चलाए. I-League 2 why only 8 teams? I think it's a good way. It's not 8 teams by the way. So basically is 5 teams from the so basically no 5 teams, 3 teams from the previous year final round, 2 teams who will get relegated, that's 5. 3 teams who comes will have to play a qualifier. So I-League 2 will have a multiple rounds. So there will be another round, qualifier rounds, where all the state leagues and the previous year teams play, and the 3 will promoted to the I-League 2 final round. That's how it's 8 teams. Chima still not arrived in Jamshedpur. Looks unlikely. They want to release him, get a foreign centre back on that. Durand का format must be home and away to make a tournament much interesting. वो क्योंकि tournament organized by Indian Army तो home and away करना थोड़ा मुश्किल है. Have you seen today post of Bangalore FC? The rivalry between Kerala Blasters and Bangalore FC should be healthy, but this is not healthy. The BFC meter is not held in a healthy way. I have not seen it, so I don't know, and have to check. Sorry, can't make any comment on that. But Mumbai City FC in Champions League, they look good in the Durand Cup, but still I think will be a tight affair. Hopefully they will be able to win a game in Champions League. That will be great. TVS Jindal forming club anyway? No, they are not forming club. Their bids, condition bid, first approved by AFF, and then the AFF said they will not accept any conditional bid for that. SAF Club Championship, no update. SAF Club Championship is the, how do you say, बरसाती मेंढक होता है ना, rainy season मेंढक who comes in every 1 month in a year. It's just similar story. Whenever SAF Championship happens, the president meets, he announced SAF Club Championship. He announced SAF Club Championship. He has been announcing it for last 8 to 10 years. SAF Club Championship. फिर बरसाती मेंढक अगले साल फिर आपको देखने को मिलेगा. With Chhetri not available for Kings Cup, most probably Shiva is going with India under 23. Who will be striker for Kings Cup in India? I think let's see how they finalize the squad and everything. But I think Ishan Pandita have a definite chance of, if he's fit. I think he will have a chance to do it. Any possibility for Ahmedabad-based ISL I League club for 2024-5? अभी तो थोड़ा सा आरा के chances थे. एक और club आया है अहमदाबाद से. Let's see. Early prediction for Cumdog will have a more assist than goal this season. Let's see. Goal and assist देखना पड़ेगा भाई. इंडिया फीफा में जाएगी क्या राजू भाई? यार जाना तो हम चाहते हैं जाए, पर अभी तो को रियलिस्टिक बोले तो भी चांस कम है फीफा में जाने का. पर मे बी 2034 और 2030 में हम फाइट करें उस चांस के लिए, और 34 में शायद हमारा रियलिस्टिक चांस बने अगर हम आज से ग्रास रूट पे काम करें सीरियसली. तो सिर्फ ISL आई लीग से नहीं होगा. स्टिल कंफ्यूज बिटवीन हु क्वालिफाई फॉर चैंपियंस लीग, हु क्वालिफाई एफसी कप. इस सीजन का आपको बता देते हैं. मुंबई सिटी है चैंपियंस लीग में, उड़ीसा FC इज देयर इन द एफसी कप ग्रुप स्टेज एंड मोहन बगान इज प्लेइंग इन द प्लेऑफ स्पॉट. नेक्स्ट सीजन AFC की देन है बाबा. AFC क्या, मुझे लगता है AFC वाले ना सपने में देखते होंगे डिसीजन कि आज सपना आया है रीनेम कर देते हैं, तो रीनेम कर दिया. आज सपना आया है नाम बदल दो, नाम बदल दिया. आज सपना आया है टीमें कम कर दो, टीमें बढ़ा दो, मैचेस बढ़ा दो, वेस्ट ईस्ट जोन साउथ जोन कर दो, 5-6 जोन बना दो. तो ऐसे ही चलता है उनका. मेरे साथ हु इज फेवरेट टू विन डूरन कप? ओह टफ क्वेश्चन. आई थिंक गोवा लुक इंटरेस्टिंग. देयर इज मोहन बगान. Can they manage with their games in the AFC Cup? Mumbai, Chennai looks interesting. Northeast. So I think it's tough to say right now. But I think Mumbai, considering they are very serious about the preparation for the Champions League, they will want to win it. When India under 16 new team announcement for upcoming SAF tournament, very soon camp is going on already. The announcement will come. Why is there a passion among any player in Kerala Blaster camp? It looks like they are playing Duran Cup for the sake. They need to play disappointing. No one is asking you to, but at least put an effort. I think, see, I don't know. It's over to coaches and the club owners and everything. So I think main thing is if the clubs coaches tell them treat this as a pre-season tournament, its players don't have any fault in players they treating as a preseason. It depending on the club strategy and the coach's strategy. भाई तूने एक जर्सी नहीं दिया, आयॉन में यार. अब जर्सी जब आया था तो आपने जीता नहीं. अभी नेक्स्ट गेम में इंडिया के जर्सी गिव अवे दोबारा होगा, डोंट वरी. वहाँ यूएफए USL के लिए ज़्यादा टीम्स कर रहा है, यहाँ AFC सस्ते नशे का. आई थिंक आई डोंट नो हाउ AFC का मैं कुछ कह ही नहीं सकता कि कैसे डिसीजन लेते हैं AFC वाले. अक्कड़ बक्कड़ बम्बे बोर खेलते होंगे मे बी ना. एक रील है खेलना क्रिकेट के इंस्टाग्राम पे, एक मूवी का सीन, आई थिंक वेलकम मूवी का सीन है शायद, उस पर कह रहे हैं कि इंडियन कैप्टनशिप का कैसा सिलेक्शन होता है और BCCI पीठ पकड़ के खड़ा है. वैसे AFC का भी सीन वैसे ही लगता है मुझे. इंडियन प्लेयर्स हु प्लेड इन AFC अंडर 17 एशिया कप वेयर दे हैव गॉन, होप दे मूव टू आई लीग क्लब्स. आई थिंक 6 प्लेयर्स हैव गॉन टू Bangalore FC. Some of them gone to East Bengal, 2 of them. Some of them has gone to Northeast. Some of them gone to different clubs. I think we'll make a list and find out. Was rumor of Sana to Bangalore FC true? It's not a rumor, but I don't know how advanced is the move right now. I have to check on that Sana to Bangalore FC thing. Marcus said there's a visa issue with Chima. That's why he's not here. But some are saying Germany is trying to terminate Chima contract. Manish, I have been told very long back that they're looking for a terminate his contract and terminate or a release or make a loan and then get a foreign centre back for in place of Chima. 195 people are watching. Yaar, can we get 200 likes, guys? Hit the like button, yaar. At least hit the like button. Satvik कहाँ है celebrating with East Bengal? काम कर रहा होगा भाई अभी यार. Can you rate FC Goa performance? I think 7 out of 10 till now. Hopefully Mohammad Nemil will play this season. I'm looking forward to him. He looked like a fresh breath of a new talent coming up. Injuries have not helped. Hopefully he keeps his foot on the ground and work hard this season. ऐसे आज पूरा AFC ने हमला बोला है भाई. AFC का मैं हर बार बोलता हूँ, AFC is their decisions, their thought process, their planning is one of the worst in the world football in terms of the continental federation. I don't know, maybe there are more federations who are worse than, but AFC, maybe Uttarakhand Football Federation is worse than AFC, but AFC will be the worst in the world football at the level they are in. The decision, the thought process are not there, जहाँ पे worldwide FIFA is expanding World Cup, UEFA is expanding Champions League. Next season onwards, there will be 5 clubs from Manchester, 5 clubs from England will be there in Champions League. AFC, they're making tournaments smaller and smaller. I don't know how this help the growth of the Asian football. I don't know. इंटरकाशी होम ग्राउंड इन यूपी लखनऊ लाइकली, बट अभी क्लैरिटी नहीं है। जैसा पंजाब ने फुटबॉल फॉर स्कूल प्रोग्राम चालू किया है, वैसे दिल्ली में कब होगा, एनी अपडेट ब्रो? अरविंद केजरीवाल जी को बताना पड़ेगा, स्कूल्स उनके अंडर आते हैं। I think, of course, AIFF is trying to work with lots of governments, and I think Punjab governments is one of the similar program. So let's see. Update on Killer Blaster talks with the Argentine striker. Have not heard anything, Vishnu ji, abhi tak. Death, Texas, and Nemil turning up Durant Cup has to be. I think only thing I'll say is don't get injured again. That's the only thing I want to say. Any upcoming football stadium? Heard nothing as such. Proper football stadium. Thoughts on Mohammad Ivan performance in first class? I think looks interesting profile, but I'm very early to say give any opinion yet. I want to see more. You know, do you think Isfaq Ahmed a good manager for under 16? I think वो तो performance पे पता चलेगा, अब तो अपॉइंट कर दिया है, तो हमारे सोचने से is he good or not doesn't make any sense. Bengaluru FC domestic defender, any update? Devashish, no update till now. तुझे कैसे है पूछा क्यों नहीं बता रहा है सनार्थक जी? अबे किससे बात कर रहे हो भाई, मेरे से बात कर रहे हो क्या? अब @ लिखा करो किसी और से बात कर रहे हो तो। डू यू थिंक दैट टेकन Chennai FC? I think looking remaining targets, their target to go. Mumbai is doing wrong with Gurkirat in opinion. They barely gives him a gaming time. If they gives a game time, is he wide? It's as a wide winger disappointment. I think then player need to make a move if he fails. He's not getting broadcast. ISL national team broadcasting update. Hunter Beast दे दिए update starting में, आप दोबारा देखोगे. In nutshell, only one party have bid for 450 crores till now. They are waiting for me for other parties to come. आपसे ही भाई, हाय मैं बहुत अच्छा हूँ, आप कैसे हो? जो भी पूछ रहे हैं, थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर आस्किंग। आज हमने एक सुब्रत कप के साथ पार्टनरशिप अनाउंस करी है। खेलना हो के सोशल मीडिया हैंडल्स पे आप जाके प्लीज़ लाइक रीट्वीट शेयर करोगे तो अच्छा लगेगा हमें उस चीज़ का। एंड हम कोशिश कर रहे हैं और टूर्नामेंट्स, ग्रास रूट टूर्नामेंट के साथ पार्टनरशिप करके उनके ब्रॉडर पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू पे लेके आने का। ब्रो, पंजाब सिटी प्ले दिल्ली, इन दिल्ली जवाहरलाल नेहरू स्टेडियम, आदित्य करता, यू नो दैट्स द थिंग. Which team will win 2023 for ISL league? Should your opinion? I think एक टीम बताना बहुत मुश्किल है, but I think on papers, this is on paper, not talking about performance, Durand Cup or anything until now. I think Mohun Bagan, Mumbai City FC, and if these two big, but I think that 3 underdogs, maybe 4 underdogs, Odisha, Bangalore, Goa, Kerala. If the coach is continuing, if they can get him remaining target, I think it's tough to say. You know, East Bengal is also making a good team, so I think very tough to say as such. Straightforward odds. If you talk about odds, ठीक है, अगर 100% से ही बात करते हैं ना, तो I think मेरे हिसाब से 30% for Mumbai City FC and Mohun Bagan Super Giant, 60% हो गया. So I think I will give 10% each to Bengaluru, Goa and Kerala. ज़्यादा हो गया फिर तो 30, 5, maybe 8% to these teams, and then you know remaining 5% to Odisha and East Bengal and Chennai, and then maybe 2-3% chances to Northeast, Jamshedpur FC. So I think it's tough. Had to sit out and make. आशीष भाई, पंजाब का हर एक होम गेम कवर करना, मैं कवर नहीं करूंगा यार, मेरे टीम से कोई चले जाएगा, मैं मैच देखने जाऊंगा, आप आओ मेरे साथ स्टैंड में बैठ के मैच देखेंगे, अपना जाके मैं इंजॉय करना चाहूँगा। कि कई बार कवरेज इंडियन मैचेस का समझ में आता है कि आई एम गोइंग एंड देन डू इट, बट आई विल बी देयर इन द स्टैंड टू सपोर्ट पंजाब FC एंड दिल्ली FC बोथ इन आई लीग। पर हाँ, टीम से रिपोर्टर होगा, कोई ना कोई स्टेडियम में जाएगा कवर करने, यू नो, सो दैट्स, वीडियो टीम भी जाएगी, सब कुछ होगा, तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। कोई अंडर 16, अंडर 18, अंडर 20 नेशनल लीग का नेक्स्ट कोई स्ट्रक्चर के लिए PL2 MLS नेक्स्ट प्रो, वी शुड स्टॉप स्काउटिंग फ्रॉम अकेडमी, अडॉप्ट द लीग स्ट्रक्चर इफ यू वांट अ प्रॉपर यूथ टीम्स इन यूथ लेवल। हरिंदर, बहुत ही सही बात बोल रहे हो, कॉमन सेंस है, बट हमारे यहाँ कॉमन सेंस इज अ सेंस विच इज नॉट वेरी कॉमन, सो होपफुली दे विल लिसन टू यू एंड डू सिमिलर थिंग। व्हेन डज इंडियन नेशनल टीम स्टार्ट प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर किंग्स कप? आई थिंक इन नॉट मच बिफोर, आई थिंक हफ्ते 10 दिन का कैंप ही होगा for Kings Cup also, maybe half week, not more than that. Where is a video of Khel Now staff with the European football talks and prediction? हुआ ही नहीं शूट, हमारे यहाँ कितना रहता है ना, वीडियो ही काम नहीं हो पाता है, पर ISL का करेंगे, यूरोपियन का चलो जरूरत नहीं, ISL का विल डेफिनेटली डू। इनसाइड फुटबॉल हैपेंस एवरी थर्सडे, आशीष वर्मा जी, हाँ जी, हर थर्सडे होता है 6 बजे, आइडियली 6 PM, कभी कभी 5 हो जाता है डिपेंडिंग ऑन अदर इवेंट्स एंड शेड्यूल, बट आई थिंक दिस विल सॉर्टेड आउट। वी हैव गेटिंग अनदर स्टूडियो रेडी ऑल्सो, सो यू नो वी कैन गो साइमल्टेनियसली लाइव इन मल्टीपल चैनल्स इन फ्यूचर ऑल्सो, सो आई थिंक वो प्लान रहेगा। तमिलनाडु फेडरेशन इलेक्शंस अभी रेडी जी चेक करना पड़ेगा। हाउ वी कैन इंप्रूव आई लीग लाइक अ चैंपियनशिप? I think more teams, home and away, more fan engagement, broadcast deal, proper broadcasting, young players, more Indian players playing, more local fan engagement. Every club should do some fan building at their local state. These are the basic steps. Blaster left back signing, not done yet, still going on. The things fans can understand, the top official can't understand why. Priority level, I think the priority is not there. Ashish bhai, Northeast Asian player update. West Asian or Middle East player, most likely center back they're looking for. अभी तक डन नहीं हुआ है, but that's the thing. Opinion on Subrata Kaur FFMU is a great. I think that's the same thing which Khelna was trying to do. It's a great. Subrata Cup is a great tournament to have. I think if it should go mainstream in Indian football, the work Air Force does for Subrata Cup is a great. It's the biggest grassroots football tournament in India, youth level, under 14, under 17 girls, 3-tier tournament. The kind of scholarship they give to youngsters, the kind of sponsors engagement is there. Every kid get their own kit, own football from the organizer. I think it's a great tournament. Bro, Inter Kashivich Stadium अभी चल रहा है बात, done नहीं हुआ है. They want to play from UP only. Can any chance Neymar, Benzema, Ronaldo can come in Indian Champions League? Probability तो है देखो, but वो होगा कि नहीं होगा वो तो किस्मत की बात है. एक तरीका होता है, AFC वाले करते ही हैं, जो लोग ड्रॉ देखते हैं पता है ठंडी गर्म बॉल का कर देते हैं. चाहिए अगर आपको चाहिए रोनाल्डो खेलना इंडिया में तो हो सकता है, बट AFC के ऊपर डिपेंड हो कहाँ रोनाल्डो को भेजना चाहते हैं, कौन सी फेडरेशन उनको बोलती है कि रोनाल्डो को हमारे घर भेजिए खेलने के लिए. थॉट्स ऑन केरला ब्लास्टर अपोनेंट्स इन प्रीसीजन टूर. आई थिंक ग्रेट, टॉप टीम्स एंड इन गुड वे, गुड फैन एंगेजमेंट प्रोग्राम, good for club to expand their wings, and they're the pre-season tours they always want to do in the Middle East. Somehow not able to work in past, but this looks like a top notch schedule this time around from Kerala Blaster. What about Justin will stay? I think the decision still not made by Kerala Blasters. Can we expect any more domestic for Chennai FC? Unlikely now. I think they have one or two, maybe one, but not much. What does who does the fixtures of Durand Cup proper fixing, not just group but even knockout? I think Durand they only does it. The organizing committee is there. Let's see. Prediction on India-Iraq match in Kings Cup. Can India beat Iraq? We can, but I think it will be very tough playing in Thailand. I think it should be. India should take a positive draw or a goals 1-0 win. I will definitely take it. I don't want to lose against any game for India right now. Premier League top 4 prediction. Thoughts on Manchester United Wolves? Lethargic performance by Manchester United, and I think as a coach, Eric Ten Hag need to decide that he can't have his number 8 very high and leave Casemiro behind in Premier League where teams press you hard and they hit you on a counter attack. Top 4 prediction, I think Manchester City, Arsenal, Manchester United. Of course, I'm a fan of Manchester United, and I think 4th team will be Newcastle. Similar. Chelsea can sneak in with Pochettino. Liverpool look struggling with the players. उसके अलावा बचा कौन? Tottenham, nah. I think it might be very similar, maybe Newcastle 5th, but I think 3 looks like the similar. Is Iraq started the Uzbekistan? अभी देखना पड़ेगा present player कौन से हैं, but I think both the teams are on the similar level if you ask me. I don't accept salary of Indian players in the league. They are getting overpaid, causing player mentality, getting juvenile, knowing they are the safe place. Your thoughts on this? I think it's a pros and cons are there for both the things. Of course, high salaries helps Indian football to go mainstream as a career option, and another side it make player lazy, sometimes comfortable in the situation. They don't want to take a risk in their life. So I think the pros and cons are there. Just you have to find a middle ground and balance out of it. Mohun Bagan domestic signing nearly completed. Last week we मैंने बोला था they are unlikely. They are not any such talks are going for the domestic signing as yet. Jidan Iqbal Iraq में खेलता है ना? Yes, खेलता है. He's a half Pakistani, half Iraqi. Decided to play for Iraq. So that's a good sign. But he have left Manchester United now for very less money. I don't know why. Is Iraq better than Syria? No, I think Syria was better than Iraq, if you ask me. How can we improve I-League? Like Ayman Jitun, also I have taken this comment. Who is your favorite match fixture? Which is your favorite match fixture? In ISL, of course, Kolkata Derby, I think it's remained. But now Kerala Blaster, Bangalore FC looking like a good rivalry building up. And I think Mumbai FC Goa also, it's a good game. Always a fresh, one of the matches which goes well. Overall, I think in world football, of course, I want to see the derby in Argentina. It's great, there are a couple of derbies which I want to watch in my life. I've watched Manchester Derby live from stadium, so I want to make sure I watch different derbies in my life whenever I retired or leave my work, full-time job, to watch these different derbies throughout the world. What's your thoughts on Bangladesh football captain Jamal Boyan leaving for Argentina 3rd division? I think that's more of a not footballing decision, more of a marketing decision. because Argentina is popular in Bangladesh. Khelna environment is Subrata details of project. So there's a press release I've also gone on. So detail is Khelna is going to give you highlights on Khelna on TV. Of course, we're going to put all the highlights for you. We're going to build a database of the players, the scouting reports and everything to cover in detail the tournament. They provide you fixture, schedule, reports on a regular basis for next 3 years. So you will get each and everything what Subrata Cup on Khelna, just like ISL we do. So it's like a premium tournament for us now. मनप्रीत सकारिया पॉडकास्ट प्लीज. सो कोशिश करते हैं मनप्रीत को भी लाने की. विघ्नेश, what if we defeat Iraq and then there is a ray hope to qualify for FIFA? Iraq is a friendly game, so it's not going to change anything on the qualify of the FIFA. Is Jackie something with Mumbai City FC or is free? Have to check. Very good question. Have to check that. I don't know what's the exact status with Jackie Chan right now. Killer Blaster playing with the previous mentality. Killer Blaster will lose next game. So I think it's a pre-season. Let's not judge it. They last season in Durand Cup they got injured. Lots of injuries happened for Killer Blaster in Durand Cup. So let's wait and see how they do it in an actual game. Now thoughts on Northeast FC United Academy still not started. I've seen lots of plan on paper. I can't say anything until there is anything happened actual on ground. Jackie was doing coaching, so I think looks like Jackson's career is over. Then he's maybe not announced the his retirement yet. Vignesh Manpit Sakaria will coaches और भी players हैं 2-3 जिनको मैं पूछूंगा. Boca Juniors River Plate Argentine derby, one of the best in the world I ever witnessed. अगर आपने देखा तो you were lucky. I definitely want to watch it. So that's the thing. Hugo Bumos, Tiri, and other player who play 5 years at India, they need to play for Indian national team. I don't think हमारे यहाँ गोरे अगर खेलेंगे मतलब the actual foreigner will play for national team, that will give a lots of criticism to the Indian football. So I don't want that to happen. India Malaysia scoreline I think 2-0 in favor of India. Irrespective of the Malaysia is playing at home. So guys, hit the like button यार. 200 likes के लिए बोला तो वो भी नहीं. आजकल आप पहले 400 like हो जाते थे, आज लोग 200 likes के लिए भी बोलना पड़ रहे हैं. Thoughts on Mohan Bagan having no foreign midfielder, but Sahel and Thapa is like a foreign midfielder only. So Vignesh आपका comment मैंने देख लिया है. मनप्रीत सकारिया, I will try. Don't worry. ठीक है. North East center back Asian News Asfi Rahman दे दिया. Is going to be Middle East, is going to be from West Asia, not from East, not from Australia. That's the only thing. We are light बोलो भाई, we are light बोल दिया. We are light बोलो, we are light की अपडेट दो तो कोई अपडेट नहीं है, मुश्किल है, सीधे बता दूं आपको. अविनेश यार आपका कमेंट देख लिया मैंने, आप स्पैम कर रहे हो अब, ठीक है, तो आप लाइक करिए. खेलना की जो पोस्ट है जाके आप देख सकते हो. प्लीज़ जो हमने अनाउंसमेंट करी है आप उसको लिंक्डइन, ट्विटर, फेसबुक, इंस्टाग्राम, डिफरेंट प्लेसेस पे आप देख के लाइक शेयर कमेंट डू करिए. ठीक है. सेकंड थिंग, देयर इज यू कैन वॉच द लिसन टू द पॉडकास्ट ऑफ सोम कुमार. उनकी आज पेनल्टी सेव हुई है कल, 2-0 क्लीन शीट फॉर हिम. ही डिजर्व अटेंशन फ्रॉम द इंडियन फुटबॉल फैंस. Just attention, don't overhype again. That's my personal message to you guys. Also, there is a Yan Dhanda podcast on the channel which you can watch where he talked about playing for India, talking to Saji Prabhakaran. And other than that, Durand Cup coverage is going on khelna.com. You can keep on visiting website. There will be some transfer confirmation coming on soon, various stuff. So Khelna is also covering India playing in basketball. Did very well in the first 2 games. Lost against Saudi, and Saudi have all the Africans player playing for their basketball team again, just like the football team in Middle East. India's again I think playing Bahrain today in basketball. Bahrain was the top of the group, so I don't know what happened there in that game, because I watch couple of games, not couple of, I think first game I didn't watch. I watched each and every game. Let's see what's happening in Bahrain. Was the top of the group. So Kerala is covering all the sports right now. 59-75 fourth quarter is going on, and 16-point lead is there for Bahrain. But I think good performance from India till now against Bahrain. Doesn't look one-sided. Bahrain was the best team in the tournament, and other than that, we are covering volleyball. We are covering all the tournaments, the major tournaments. So you don't need to go anywhere for any sports other than Khelna. That should be the website you bookmark. That should be the mobile app on your mobile phones very soon, coming up in October, where you can customize your sports experience. You customize, you make your own sports app. You tell us what you want to get, you will get only that sports update on your mobile app. That's where Khelna is coming up, because that's the, I think, niche which are sports apps, companies who cover multiple sports never able to crack it. So what we have done is we given the customization to the user hand. They can decide they want cricket, football only, they want cricket, football only. They can decide they get Formula 1, badminton, football, they will get that. So I think that's where Khel Now is coming up with a mobile app. Hopefully we'll launch it on time in October. We are trying to launch it in September, but let's see. It's still work in progress. Let's see. How do you see Iraq versus India going Kings Up? Great match to test us before we play Asia Cup and the World Cup qualifiers. Kerala Blasters chance to win World Cup look unlikely. Not look like a priority of the club. राइट सो अक्टूबर में इतने डेट को मेरा बर्थडे पे रिलीज कर दो. नहीं यार, फर्स्ट वीक में अक्टूबर, फर्स्ट अक्टूबर को बर्थडे आता आपको तो कर देंगे, फर्स्ट और सेकंड अक्टूबर, बट आई थिंक इट विल बी बिटवीन 20th September और फर्स्ट वीक ऑफ अक्टूबर. So because iOS takes some time to release the new mobile apps and everything. So आप do download यार, आप लोगों के ऊपर ही हम dependent चल रहे हैं, spending lots of money on the mobile app also, but I think that's the way next step for the Khel Now to go. Thank you very much. Guys, I will see you again inside Indian Football Thursday. 4 episodes to go to make it 100 episode. So just keep on saving. निराला, मैं आपका कमेंट आप अगर मुझे इंस्टाग्राम पे या ट्विटर पे डीएम कर सकते हो 7 नेगी आशी. I will reply you that. I will ask somebody who have seen Scott Cooper and let you know which formation is going to play. अब 7 नेगी आशीष Instagram, Twitter, you can DM. I will respond you that. रिसेप्शन पे पार्सल है. किस चीज़ का पार्सल है? हाँ सही में घर पे आया पार्सल, रिसेप्शन पे रखा है. सो थैंक यू वेरी मच. आई विल लेट इन द फॉर्मेशन फॉर श्योर. आप अगर मुझे डीएम कर लेना इंस्टाग्राम पे एंड और ट्विटर, वेयर यू वांट टू डू इट. Among Bangalore FC, Kerala Blasters, Mohan Bagan, only one team can qualify for quarter final. Yes, looking very tricky for some teams. Without Chhetri, who will play as a striker? That's a good to see. Without Chhetri to play, I think हमें naturally एक break मिला है, तो I think Ishan Pandita have a chance if he is a fit. Let's see if he can play some pre-season games for Kerala Blasters or in the Durand Cup before that Kerala Blasters Durand Cup campaign is over. So guys, thank you very much. 200 likes. Do support. Do subscribe. एक और चीज़ है, we are giving every day the sports news, other sports stuff coming on. It's not cricket. It's rising sports. Please support, yeah. Please support. Please watch. Even if you don't have an interest, a 2-minute video, watch, do a like and comment. It will help us to grow the audience for all the sports in India, including football. It has a football updates, cricket updates, all the sports. It's not a particular sports update. It's all the sports update, and it's the only news show in India right now where anybody is covering all the sports in a sports news show. So please support it and please watch it, and thank you very much. And I will see you again next week, Thursday, 6 p.m. Thank you very much. See you soon.